comics, it's talking about, such things. So I'm always like, oh, yeah, okay, but you could have given me a laugh while I was on stage, my guy. Like, you could have said,
give me a signal. Lord, give me a sign.
Like, come on, help me. Like Kevin said, help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's similar. So I completely get you. Like, but it's also judgmental because you do get people who say, nah, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Yeah.
You know what? Times have changed. Things are not the same anymore. And I'm like, yo, it's just my opinion. Like, don't worry about me. Like, don't think about me. Like, I go home after this. You go home. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go on a quick break. We'll be right back.
All right. Cool.
Oh man. Oh man. Yes. We are back, and we're still hanging with Eric Power, Max Power. Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah, man. What you saying?
Yeah, man. Fun. This is fun.
Yeah, man. So, just for our listeners and viewers out there, because this is live on air and it's also going on social medias. So, for those that are listening, or those that will get to play this over while at some point, when are your next gigs and where are your next gigs?
Bro, I'm everywhere. Like tonight, I'm in Hull, and tonight, Saturday, I'm in Cambridge. And next on the 9th, I'm in Birmingham, and then I've got a couple of gigs in my city in Derby, just in the middle of August, and then for your ends, I'm in London, 25th of October. That's when I've got my London gig. So that's when I'm touching down with the big boys over there.
Yeah. Come and have a bottle of Kvassier for 280 in the club. Yeah.
Hey. Hey, in the club, we hold on to one glass.
Yeah, man. That's why every time it's like whenever we experience these night outs where we've got the big guys come on and these say maybe for someone from international stars that come through, I go to the one that's coming to Birmingham because I know, like, at least I don't mind that
Bro.
drive. I don't mind that drive, but I need to be drinking alcohol that I can afford. You know
You
what I
see
mean?
what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever I come capital city, as soon as I breathe, London is like, yep, that's £15, please. Me, I'm like, yo, I just got here.
Yeah,
Nah,
man. It's crazy. It's crazy because it's so much happening over here. There's so much competition. So for you to actually squeeze yourself in, it's one of those situations where it's like we're gonna charge you. We're gonna
yeah,
have to.
bro. We know how it works, but you know what? You need London though. London is a multicultural city of this whole England. We all know this. So if
Yeah,
you want
yeah,
to do,
yeah.
you need to be in London.
Yeah. Once you make it out here, you can make it anyway.
Bro, 100%. Because that place is jungle. Because you know what? Because where we come from in the Midlands, everything is so slow. You know what I mean? Everyone walks, everyone smiles at each other, everyone says good morning. London, like everyone just fight, my guy. Me, I'm like, yo,
It
like
gets crazy here because
discount.
mm.
No, I was just saying, I thought the Londoners they got discount on the oxygen that we all pay for, but now everyone's just angry at London, bro.
It's the same. It gets even crazy in the tube because everybody's just sitting there like, it's every time I'm on the tube, I'm like, should I've had to change my dress code. Like it's not gonna work because everybody seems serious, dress code serious, and they all drop off at the same place, Liverpool Street. It's like, hold
Bro.
on. So is this where I'm supposed to be dropping off and getting my bus to my destination? Because if I stay on, I'm just gonna sound like that guy that just
This guy's lost. He doesn't know.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, man. So tell me, what do you think? As a comedian, I want to ask you this, and I want you to give me a broad, honest response. What do you think about Will Smith's clap on Chris Rock?
Because for me, I look at it two ways. You know what I mean? Because the husband point of view, where your wife is under attack, and you know that if you do nothing when you get home, it's not going to end well for you. So you have to do something and look like the man and be like, you know what, you're not gonna expect a woman like that on my watch because I'm that guy. Like flex some muscle. So I get Will's point of view. However, it's like that Chris was attacking everybody. It's not like anybody was safe. And then he knew what he was in for. And for him to go on stage and actually slap the man, I think the thing that upset me the most was the fact that it was a slap. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't punch him, man, I mean, at least punch him, man. Let him know, like, yo, this is beefy. Slap. Even Chris looked confused. My guy just patted himself down. He's like, oh, okay. Like, So, like, I don't agree with it only because, like, it will give people the impression that, you know what, if a comedian annoys you, you've got every right to go on stage and try and slap him or try and rough him up.
Yeah.
But then from the husband point of view, I also get it because, you have to defend your woman, but it wasn't that deep. Like, it wasn't that bad of a joke. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't sensitive. Well, she says, she had alopecia. But, like, as guys, have you got friends who've got alopecia?
Not really, but it was something new actually. I know vitiligo, but that one is something new to me still.
Right, so we've got a group chat with my guys, and there's one guy in there who's got alopecia. So whenever that man sends for anybody, he knows that we're coming for that board. So it's like it's kind of expected kind of thing where because because in comedy, you always pick on the most obvious things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything that everyone can laugh at. So I'm against Will Smith for the slap, if I'm 100% honest. But I get why he did what he did.
But still, though, if for him to actually, because at some point it looks as if it's staged, because you like take an L, isn't like it's okay, but why are you even standing up to go up to slap somebody? You know what I mean?
And I said this because I was like, you're telling me security just stood there, watched this man slap him, and sat back down, and everyone was like, yeah, it's Will Smith, it's what happened. Like, and the other thing is, because if you saw before, Will was laughing. Will was laughing at all the jokes until Jada gave him the eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like, when you're with your girl, and people are laughing at your girl, and you're laughing a bit too hard, and she looks at you like, oh yeah, no, guys, that's far now.
Hey.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because my guy was like, ha ha ha. He was like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, let me go slap the guy. And then even the angle that he came in at, my guy was like,
yeah. I know. It was
because even after, it was only Chris Rock's brother that was upset about the whole slap.
Yeah.
And the mother. Chris Rock didn't say anything. I went to see the guy in Birmingham. He didn't say anything about that slap. The only time I saw him say anything is when he was making jokes with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
That was them just having a conversation. It wasn't part of a show. But they've got a tour coming up. So I don't know if they're going to discuss it after what happened to Dave Chappelle at the Netflix festival as well. So I'm with Chris all the way, man, because I feel like comedians are comedians. You know what you're going to get. Nobody is safe. Because times have changed. Yes, there is offensive stuff that, they say we can't say. But I've been told if you're very clever about it, you'll get away with it. It's how you deliver it.
Yeah. It's how you deliver it.
Yeah,
but still,
so
like his deliverance wasn't that bad, wasn't it?
I'm with Chris.
Yeah, his deliverance wasn't bad because it wasn't even sharp. It's one of them ones where what? Oh, because I think he may have laughed, but then realized that shit, shame, they're talking about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was one of them ones that you had to think about. It's like, G.I. Jane, because me the first G.I. Jane. So it wasn't until after I was like, that's
okay.
What this was all about. Okay. Like,
I see the link. It's one of them ones where you see the link. You don't actually get the joke. You see the link.
Yeah. So now I feel like he overreacted though. Because I feel he could have had a man conversation with the guy after, be like, yo, listen, my wife is. If we could try and stay off that topic, or she feels some type of way, but he could have had a conversation with him after because they know each other.
Yeah, or slap him in the back or something. He's not in front of everybody.
Yo, you've just frozen on me, guy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, can you hear me now?
Are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
I think we're back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
This is what I was saying. Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you're back. I can hear you, bro.
Yeah, you were still saying. Yep.
Yo, sorry about that, my guy.
No worries, man. We're back on. We are back on. Yes. Yeah. You were still saying you were still telling me about I can't remember what you were saying. You were saying about the whole. We're talking about the whole Will Smith situation.
Yeah. No, I was just saying, he just blew it out proportion. He could have just spoken to him in the back, like, or slapped the guy in the back, like you said,
Yeah.
because he didn't need to do it in front of the whole. Yeah, he went crazy on that one.
Yeah. So in such scenarios, like
But it's looking at it now. No,
yeah.
you speak. Now you speak. I was done. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so I was saying, in such scenarios as a comedian, what are the privileges that you get at this point in time?
You know what? The main thing right now is like free drinks, here and there. You get accommodation, and it's not orders of Courvoisier that we want, but we'll take the glasses for now. You know what I mean?
I know from the promoters, yeah.
Yeah, from the promoters. So if it's far, they'll put you up for the night as well. So it's a nice little break. You can get away from life a little bit. And
Yeah.
it's traveling as well, because I get to see a lot of England. I go to parts that I would have never visited, and I get there and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, you know what, this is nice. Like, because I got a gig in Wales, in Conway, and it's got a beach there as well. Like, it's nice, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like,
how are you finding your way there?
No, everything's driving, bro. Everything's driving. Trains are too expensive. It's cheaper.
Who's taking care of your fuel?
Bro, they have to. It's all calculated. Like, no more. So so it has to be on the promoters.
Yeah, and then you go there and deliver, yeah.
Yeah, you have. When you don't deliver, you don't look the guy in the eye when you're taking the money. You're like, I'm not usually that bad in it. Like, I don't know what happened today.
Man, it's crazy.
So far, it's been good so far. I can only count on my hand like the bad gigs that I've had where I've walked away and be like, it should have just stayed up.
Have you been booed?
You know what? No. There was one time I got a heckle, which was weird. Like, I was talking about coming from Africa, and then this woman just said, with a backpack, yeah. Like, it kind of threw me off a little bit. And I was like, wait, what? She was like, it was a joke. And I was like, yeah, like, you're married. And I just carried on with my set.
With the backpack, yeah.
I was like, wait, what? I was like, it's this kind of events. Mad. I was like, is it the beard? I was like, okay, I see you.
The amount of violence, yeah?
Yeah, bro. Violence. Nah, but I ain't been booed yet, yet. And hopefully we keep it like that. I haven't been booed.
Yeah.
Nah, they don't really boo anymore. Like, if you're bad, they'll just try and talk to you. Just, try and help you, thinking they're helping you, but they're not helping you at all. Because they'll just say something random. Now you'll be like, huh?
Yeah, everyone's there. Yeah.
Yeah, so
man. With the backpack. Oh yeah. So yeah, in the case that somebody reached out to you and say, I want to be a comedian, what would be the sort of advice and sort of guide to say, listen, this is what you could do, and this is how you need to carry yourself, this is how you need to tell your jokes, and this is what is there for you to deliver?
You know what? Because comedy is so versatile here. You can't tell anybody how to do it. The only thing I'll tell you is have confidence in your material. Be prepared for the silences when you do it. And I'll say, now, because sometimes in your head, you have this killer punchline, and you say it, and you'll be standing there waiting for the laugh, and the laugh doesn't come. This is gold right here. And so my advice is be confident. That's the first thing about comedy. You have to believe in yourself and what you're about to do. Number 2, go watch a lot of open mics. Watch a lot of get a feel of what it's like to be in that live environment. Because in your bedroom, yeah, you could practice that 100 times over. You will be laughing by yourself. You know, your friends are always gonna laugh anyway because they love you, they'll support you, but they will never be 100% truthful.
Yeah.
So watch that environment, find your voice, and just have a good flow of your
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
start a flow, life is a lot easier because you can't talk about, you know, Donald Trump and then you start talking about something completely different.
Yeah.
Because even the audience are like, wait, what? Where are you going this? What's
Where you
happening?
going? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so but the main advice is be confident.
Yeah.
Because once you're not confident, once the audience know, they'll have you for breakfast.
Breakfast, lunch, and supper, mate.
Bro, they'll finish you. They will finish. Like, yeah.
Man, yeah. I see some of these comedians out there that's doing their thing, and it's like it's like when they get booed, it's like they try to turn it on them, and then it's like, oh.
See, that because once you start getting booed, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very hard
Yeah.
to come back from that because that means you're at the bottom. Like you are completely down. Like it's hard to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
I'm saying because the only advice I got is just reset your set.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just ditch what you're doing and go somewhere completely different, and you know just believe in it. Like, and if you know you're having a bad time, ignore the crowd. You just gonna have to ignore because eventually the laughs may come somewhere and they may buy back into it. Because if you try to interact with everyone when you're already having a bad time, they're just waiting to trip you up. That's all. Because to them, they're gonna be like, in their head, they're funnier than you at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they embarrass you. So if you try to embarrass them, it doesn't always work out. It's nuts.
It doesn't normally work out. Yeah, man. It's crazy like that. Would you consider doing skits?
You know what? I would, but you know, it's a pressure of doing skits, man. Because you have to be funny every other day with skits. Because with comedy, the good thing with comedy is you go different places. So
Yeah.
you can do the same set that you're doing while adding new things into it, while growing your set, because these people have not seen it. But once you that online, you can't repeat that skit
You
again.
can't. Oh yeah. That's true. That's so true. Yeah.
So I have considered it, but it's just the time and the pressure that comes with it. It's something that I will do in the future, but it's just finding the time around everything to do. Because it's like if I start doing comedy full time, then yeah, cool. Because then I'll have time probably in between traveling or you know when I'm chilling at home, I can still do my skits. Because you got to do your 9 to 5, then you got to drive to comedy, you've got to write your material, practice material, and then in that time you want the pressure of also doing skits as well.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do bad skits. I don't want to just be putting out content for the sake of just putting out content. Yeah. So it's something I would do, but not at this moment.
Not at this moment. Okay, yeah. Because I was talking to one of my guys who's who's doing fitness, who's a fitness model, and he was saying how what happens is when you take on something full time, you are sort of there's a lot that comes with it, so you have to be prepared to fully engage, because if you are not yet there, it's like it's gonna come and tsunami you, and the next thing this is, you know what I mean?
No, it's 100% true. He hit the nail on the head because there's so much that comes, like you say. If I do a skit and it goes viral, then you get loads of followers. Yeah. What are you doing tomorrow to keep these followers entertained?
Yeah.
Nowadays, that's what it takes. One video and you're there, you've got followers. Now they're like, what's next? What's next?
And you can't follow up, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah. No, but see, you will say okay, but then people will start coming with the bad comments. And then like you'll kill off.
Yeah, it's crazy like that. And then because I was looking at the skit side, because I was thinking how attention span, a lot of people's attention span is not quite say, we're not here for a whole 10 minutes to hear you say all your jokes, because you probably bring out maybe 4 or 5 jokes in, and some of them have to sort of build up to a punchline. So it's like sometimes it has gone on the route to say, I want it to short and sweet. You know what I mean? So if you are taking the long way around, it's like, come on, let's get to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Like you say, because people nowadays they give you 15 seconds if you're
Yeah.
doing putting stuff online. You've got
Mm.
15 seconds to grab them. And if you don't grab them in that 15 seconds, they'll drop off. They'll drop off.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while in a comedy room, they know you've got them for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So it's literally, these guys are going to listen to you. But even in that 20 minutes, you can't go 4 or 5 minutes of building up a joke. Like, because you will lose the crowd. So even then, it's like, there's at least switch up on that. He was like, he aims for a punchline every 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the kind of thing. So me, it's like, I try and aim for the same thing where it's like, punchline every 30 seconds, but I'm also prepared for the silences as well. So sometimes, but all I know is that your first minute in comedy, that's where everything is at. So in your first minute, you have to throw in 2-3 punchlines in there where the crowd are like, oh, okay, this guy is saying,
this brother is coming with it,
okay. But if for the first minute you're still talking, you're still building up, they'll be like,
this guy here.
Yeah, we didn't miss the punchline because they didn't listen to everything you said. So by the time the punchline drops, you won't even get the big laugh that you were looking for.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah, it's not all as simple. So it's one of those things where it's like in the past with the comedians like Kevin Hart, like Cat Williams and Chris Rock, when you sort of listen to their material, it's like most of their comedy is fueled by pain. That's just my observation. So do you have pain which you sort of project onto your material?
Yeah, you know what? In a subconscious way, I do, because I tend to complain about things that happen, like that happen around, especially moving to England, kind of the subtle racism that you face in England. So I do bring into that. Then I talk about being a father, the hardships that children bring along, obviously a wife as well, and then just general work.
Hold on. Wife is a pain.
Bro, I think wife is watching. That's why you think
I had to put you on the spot for that one.
Bro, my wife knows. I tell her, she knows she's a baby, but you know what? She's also the solution. She plays stuff so nicely in my life. When she brings the pain. She's like, here's what we're gonna do to fix it. And I'm there like, oh, okay.
All right, let's go for a quick break. We'll take this forward. We'll continue with this. Let's try and make them forget about this. Yeah. Yep. Pain is love. Pain is love. Hey, what's up? We're back on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. We were saying how you were saying the amount
I
how
didn't hear what you.
can you hear me now?
Yeah. You're clear now.
Yeah. So you were still telling me how there's a pain that you feel and it is the solution. It's like alcohol.
Ah,
you,
bro.
you drink it and have fun, but in the morning it's like but
Bro. That's it. And then the solution alcohol will be like, if you drink me again, you won't feel it, innit?
yeah. Yeah. Nah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's all there. It's literally just, subconsciously, now that you said it, it's
Mm,
my life stories kind of thing, the things that happen. And
mm,
then I try and just build them into jokes where I'll be complaining about serious stuff and people be like, you know what, this guy's making jokes. But yeah.
mm.
So yeah, the pain is there. It's there.
It's there. It's because a lot of times I think it's a complaint that is got humor in it. Because many times it's like it's a tragedy, of course. It's got humor in it. And what makes it more humorous is you being able to dig deep. So it's like, do you know what? I can relate to this guy. Sometimes it doesn't have to be funny. Sometimes it has to be interesting. For one to,
Mm,
this guy nailed you know what I mean? Like this guy nailed it. It's like when you talk about how
yeah,
say there's two angles to every story. So if you take the angle
yeah,
that is evoking an emotion, it's the one that hits the spot. But if you take the
yeah,
angle where
man.
you're playing the pity party, then it's like okay, fine. Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
No, it's 100% true. It's 100%, and
mhm,
because with comedy, it's relatable.
mhm,
People will buy into what you're saying because I would say, you know what, yeah.
mhm.
My wife, I've got this joke where I say, you know what, living with my wife is worse than living with my parents. And then, you know what I mean? Where,
Well,
and all the
you
men will be
hit me with
like, you
that
know
five
what,
second punchline, yeah.
yeah. They'll be like, I see it. Because, because if your mom, your mom could ring you 100 times and you'll be like, you know what, we'll deal with that tomorrow. But
Yeah.
how are you going to do that to your wife? You still have to come home and she'll be like, oh,
Oh.
nah. Then,
Oh man, you know that moment when you when you know you've messed up and you don't even
mm-hmm.
you know you've messed up so much you don't even ask for anything, like you just go into the kitchen and make yourself food and you
Bro, the meat will be frozen and you'll be there boiling meat from scratch by yourself, bro. You're there like, and then you're there like, you notice something, finish it, you can't even ask where it is. You just go to the shop yourself, just buy it quietly, and just come back in the house.
And do you know
Man.
what the trick is sometimes? What I would tell
Mm.
you, this is a trick, this is a secret between you, and married people. What you need to do is eat a lot when you know there's a problem. Eat a lot. Eat a lot because when you get into bed, you quickly doze off. You wake
Bro.
up in the next morning, everything's all right.
Bro. The next morning where you touch it with your foot first, just to check the waters to see if you get kicked back or not.
If there's no kickback, yeah, then it's sweet.
And then we're good. If you get kicked back, okay, me, I'm gonna get out of this bed right now. I'm out.
Yeah, man.
Not because there was one guy who said marriage is the only war where you sleep with the enemy. Like, if you think about it, marriage is the only war where you sleep with the enemy.
You sleep with the enemy, because saying that, yeah, somebody said to
Yeah,
me,
bro.
somebody said to me something similar, but he used you know the card's design. It's like I think the king, queen,
Mm,
and then the spade. The spade is for shoveling the
mm.
grave, digging the grave, and then
Yeah.
and the flowers is for the the flowers on top of the grave. I was like, oh my god.
Bro, it's all facts.
It's all the hard truth is the painful truth.
Mm.
But of course, at the end of the day, you wouldn't choose any other person. It's like
Nah, because this war, if you're gonna do the war, that's the person you're gonna do this war with, man.
war with, yeah, to start to think
Ah,
it's going to start a whole sweet nothing with somebody and begin another war. It's a whole lot of
bro.
effort.
At least you know this war, innit? You know the whole weapons, you know the whole, the whole plans, the strategies. So you can be like, you know what? Yeah, I can take these bullets. Then you, because if you go, someone else is playing with nuclear weapons, and you're there, like, wait, I thought
Wait,
with
hold
bows
on,
and
hold on.
arrows.
I just left somebody who was using a knob carry.
Yeah,
You know, it's crazy like that. It's the what's it called? Is the statement is a host that you know, the devil that you know is better than the devil that you don't know.
yeah, better than the angel you don't know. Better than the angel.
The angel you don't know, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's you know, it's certain things. But then to think of it now, how do you arrive um on how do you arrive on the one?
You know what? I think it's that time where, as a man, you fear losing her now, because as boys,
Yeah,
we've all been in relationships, yeah, where you've been
yeah,
like, she's at it again. Ah,
yeah,
this is what she's like. But you know the one, when she's upset,
yeah,
you know you have to fix it there and then. Like you'll be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
hey, we can't afford for you to be upset, because I need you to be happy, because when you're happy, my life is easy. I'm happy.
Mm,
So for me, and with the one, you know how she treats you, like,
yeah,
because with the one doesn't just want to go partying, because you'll be
yeah.
like, you know what, yeah, let's go spend bottles in the club. The one will be like, yo, I thought we were saving for a house. You're like, man, I just want to have fun.
Now I have to be all responsible in that.
What you're saying makes sense. That's the most annoying thing about this.
That's the most annoying thing about it. Yeah.
Yeah, now the one reminds you of your mom now. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm.
You'll be like, because you know the other ones, you'll be like, yo, let's go buy bottles. They're like, woo! Oh, daddy, let's go.
My wife is in the comment section talking about eat a lot.
I told you, this man knows. He was saving himself after that comment.
Yeah, man. I've got caught. Yeah. Now I have to turn it all the way down.
Remember them
Otherwise,
flowers?
I'll have to eat a lot tonight.
Flowers you were talking about. You better get them to that queen. No, we don't. This for the funeral. These are for you. Don't worry about it. These are for you.
These are for you. Yeah. So it's crazy, man. So yeah, you was telling us about how you come up with the material through you saying how you see things and observe things, and I suppose sometimes you have to look at things that are current, and then you sort of try to play around that and put your joke into it and put your you know, with what you know already, and then make it work.
Yeah. That's usually it. So it's like, if I'm walking around, I'll see a situation, I'll think of something, I'll put it into my notes. So in my notes, I'll write it down. It would just be literally Pretty Patel, Boris, Rwanda. I know what I mean in my head.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So when I get home, I'll be like, okay, how can I deliver this from my point of view? Not just the obvious thing, what people are expecting.
Yeah.
How can that to how my life is? How can I add that to my experience, kind of thing. Because it's
Mm.
like I've got a joke about my daughter coming over, and I was like, you know what? I jumped in Pretty Patel's DMs,
Yeah.
and then you know, she was like, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So I think of things that way. Then I'll sit down. Because there's so many jokes sometimes where I still haven't found a way to get
Mm.
them out yet, but I know what my
Mm.
thought process is. But it's
Yeah.
like what I said before talking about flow. I need to
Mm.
make it flow into the way I speak about my things or how I do about my things, because I
Mm.
can't just be going randomly all over the place
Mm.
just like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I write my jokes. And when I write, I overwrite because I know I'm gonna forget some things.
Mm.
So I always make sure that, you know, if I say I'm doing 20 minutes, I try and find 25 minutes kind of thing.
Okay. 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 Yeah. So what is an area in terms of jokes which you wouldn't which you sort of not gonna go there?
Uh, I'm not gonna lie, the whole LGBTQ,
Mm-hmm.
you not catch me over there on that street, my guy.
You're keeping away from there.
I stay away from that street over there. I've seen
Mm.
LGBTQ acts do it, and I'm like, all right, cool. You know what? That's your story. That's relatable. As that
Yeah.
for me, completely different because how I grew up, where I come from,
Hey,
is
listen, from exactly.
I,
I'm not.
I'm like, hey, you guys are cool. We're cool. There's no beef.
Yeah,
I'll leave
yeah,
that to the right people. That's nothing to do with me. So with that one, I
yeah.
think I will touch upon it, but it's like you have to be very,
Very careful. Mm,
very intelligent, and very careful because even Dave Chappelle, he
mm,
didn't say anything too bad on the closer,
yeah.
like, or even the one before that, but people still lost their mind because if you actually listen to it, he
Yeah.
attacked black people, he attacked Jews, he attacked
Hmm.
everybody, and when it got to them, he didn't even attack them. He said he was jealous of the move
Yeah.
compared to the Black Lives Matter movement, and then
That's
he,
reverse psychology on the.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he threw in a couple of punchlines here and there,
Uh,
but people still were like, whoa, and I was like, wait. If this guy said that, and he's the most intelligent comedian that I follow, I was
yeah.
like, "I just chill for now. We'll look at it in the future."
All right. Let's just go on a quick break. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. We are back on the last quarter. Yep.
Yo, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. So we were still having a conversation about what were we saying? It's I got distracted a bit, but yeah. Uh,
Nah, just a subject. So I want to touch on comedy. Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. Now,
mm.
but you know, even doing comedy because there's a lot of Caucasian crowds. A lot of them are not too familiar with black comedy as of yet as well. So
Okay.
even there, there's like you can't throw in too many N-word jokes and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like you can play
Mm,
on it if you're
yeah.
smart about it, get away. But if you say it directly, I feel
Mm.
like, oh, he can't say that. And I'm like, of course I can.
Of course I can.
So yeah. So now
Mm,
it's that those are the main ones. But the N-word, I get it in. I always get it in.
mm. You
I
always
like
you get it in, yeah.
I get it in. I'm like, nah, no chance. You're not gonna silence me on that one.
That's how I speak.
I'm like, this is my
That's part of
material.
my vocabulary. It's the ones there where it's in your
Yeah,
it's in your tongue.
this is every day. Like when I'm talking to my guys, that's how we talk. I'm like, yo, to us,
Yeah,
it's how like we'll be describing a white person, but we'll say it like,
yeah,
but we know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean?
exactly. It's one of those things where when you paint in a picture and you don't paint it well with the choice of words, then
Mm.
it becomes a problem because pain and the whole hush situation, it's like you cannot come around and say, yeah, I was making love and yeah. No, you was having sex and I was,
Yeah, having sex, bruh.
going there and I
But
was eating that, putting like groceries. You know what I mean? You come I was making love and nah. It has
nah,
to be what it is.
yeah, it's true. Nah, because obviously that's how women talk about it. Innit? But guys, you know,
Yeah.
we talk about it. We guys, we want facts.
Yeah,
Women
yeah.
want details. That's the difference. We want facts. So we X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what time I picked up. Here's what time we started. Here's what time we finished.
Yeah.
Again next week. We're like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
But we'll be like, where did he take you? Oh, what did he have? What did you have?
No.
Like, you know,
We
when your
want
wife is telling you a story, and she's
yeah.
always like, so you know my friend, yeah, the one who works at such and such. You're like, I don't care about what she works. Tell me, where did her husband cheat? That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know. I'm not interested in any of that. And this is the other thing that I wanted to highlight. Which I've always thought and wanted to highlight to people that this is what happens. If you are thinking I don't know, that you actually I know. I know.
I know that you know that I know. So how do you know?
You know, the ones like, he probably doesn't know that Mandy slept with Mark. I know. Mark is my friend.
I know. But with them ones, then you have to question, like, so what does my woman bring to this table, though? What's she saying about me? That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know.
Like, I'm like, yo, Mark, what do you know? Mark is like, I know.
Yeah, it's like your secret is safe with you and my best friend.
Like, literally.
Yeah, because listen, if I run out of pillow talk, we at you.
Like, watch how you speak to me now.
Watch how you speak to me, because if me and my wife is there chilling in a bed and then we just start, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, what? Do you know what? Mark messed around and and got himself caught.
Oh man.
It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world. Yeah. So I'm sure, like, I think you highlighted at some point that you have a day job and you do comedy after hours. So how do you handle the situation where, because when somebody asks you what you're doing for a living, you want to promote comedy, but at the same time, comedy hasn't fully jumped off.
Yeah.
How do you tell people and at the same time sort of maintain ground? I don't know. How do you
What
put yourself out there as to what you do?
it's them ones where if they ask me what I do, I'll talk about my day job. I'm like, you know what? I work in the car industry. I'm an after sales manager. Here's what I do, X, Y, and Z. But for a hobby, I do comedy, and then it's like because I don't wanna put the comedy on people too tough like that. So if people are interested, that's when I'll be like, you know what? They'll be like, oh, okay, you know, what do you do? How long you been doing? I'll be like, you know what? I've been going since 2019. I've done this many shows. You know, I'm getting, you know, paid work now. You know, I'm getting my name out there. I hear my socials, and then that's when they'll take me a bit more seriously. But you know, but the normal reaction is tell me a joke, and I'm like,
Tell me a joke. Come on, bro.
that's the first line you get.
Can your brother leave, bro?
Yeah. So now I'll talk about my day job first because it's like, because the other thing, you don't want to look like you're stunting on people too tough.
Yeah. Because once you say you're a comedian as well, can I see where's your car parked?
What car are you driving? Wait.
Yeah.
But once you're coming out, you're like, whoa, chill, man, chill.
What's your YouTube page?
YouTube page. I'm like, listen, we're waiting for the right tech, and once we get a good enough quality, that's coming. But if you go on my Insta, there's a couple of videos there. And, you know, when I was starting, you see a few things there.
Yeah. For those that are listening and for those that are going to check on this video, his Insta is the one that's at the bottom. So if you check on the bottom of the screen, that's where his Insta page is, and you can follow him from there and check out all his material. Yeah.
But they have to PayPal me for the full material, though.
It comes with a price.
It comes with a price. Thank you, my guy.
Yeah. It comes with a price. We're not here trying to mess around. The cost of living is getting high. Anything necessary to get me, pay me.
Pay me. This is time.
You know, one of them times when you find some money in your account, because what used to happen with me sometimes is like you'd send money home back in Africa with World Remit, and then for some reason the person doesn't collect it. I don't know why or whatsoever, and then boom, there's a £25 in your account. It's like, where did he come from?
Bro, that's literally comedy because you meet some promoters, like, we'll pay you 8 days after you've done the show, innit? So you invoice. So these guys don't even send you a message saying money is coming. So like some days, as you say, I'll be just looking through my account and be like, can I really afford to board today? And then these guys will be like, I'm like, where are
But what used to get me though was back in the days, not quite back in the days. I think it still happens with HSBC. I'm not so sure because I have to leave them because my situation was bad over there. So it's like on a Friday, I think Friday after 5, because the bank closes at 5. No transaction goes through until Monday morning. And then Monday morning, they just... It's like, why didn't you tell me?
Bro. Nah, because that's literally, but that's it now with bills now, though. Because you know, you go all your bill dates, like, I don't know, yours say mine are set from like the 1st to the 4th. So from the 1st to the 4th of the month, me and my card just stare at each other. We do nothing.
We're not friends.
Yeah, we're not friends. He's there, I'm here. I'm like, yo, guy, listen, let the guys come first. Let go.
Let the guys come through first, and hey, we ain't playing.
And then when them guys go, I'm like, all right, cool. Now, me and you.
Yeah.
Like to go.
Yeah, but with my situation, everything, not everything nice as such, but me and my wife got a joint account, so I just push everything, just put it there. Whatever is there, the bills is going to look after it. So what's in mine is mine. So if it's popping bottles, it comes from me.
Oh yeah. You said what's in yours is yours. No, what's in yours is theirs too. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. It's just one of those things, the sweet things that you tell, the lies that you tell yourself,
Mhm.
because you know very well that it ain't sweet out there in the streets.
Nice, guy. But yo, that's my time,
Yeah,
my guy.
yeah,
What's
man.
my
Thank you so much for coming through, man. It's been a
bro?
whole hour, man. I appreciate you coming through still.
No, I loved it, man. Had a lot of fun. A few technical difficulties, but we're
Yeah,
Africans, we
yeah,
tried.
yeah. We yeah. So yeah, you're gonna find this out there everywhere, Relax Radio, social pages, so anything.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Now I'll send it to my people. I'll watch it again later on to see what
Yeah.
nonsense I was talking about. Because I know I'll probably get a message from the wife at some point, like, "Oh, is that you?"
Is that you? Yeah. All right. Take care of yourself, my guy.
Love, man, bro. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Take care. Yeah, go out there and check out Relax Radio thing for if you haven't watched the whole thing on our social media and everything, and just have a good time with it. Yeah. Otherwise, I hope you have the rest of a good day. Take care of yourselves. Andrew signing out. It's the Lunchman Show, Monday to Friday. Yep.